Hey there. So there are a bunch of stuff that I wanted to talk about them in length, in long format videos, but I had a crazy busy month in April and I didn't have enough time to research and prepare for them as much as I wanted. So instead, there's a long format video about my life in April as a workaholic designer who works for herself. So this month I designed a bunch of models, as always, on makerworld, and the first one I designed is called a Des Hourglass. So I decided to design this model because I had a lot of spaghetti failure designing another piece and then prototyping it on my 3D printer, and it was interestingly at the same time as the waste management contest thingy on makerworld, so I really wanted to give it a shot. I had this idea to design an hourglass which works with a spaghetti failure as sand. So I designed a few prototypes for it and it didn't exactly work as I intended because apparently a spaghetti failure is very swirly, whirly, and it doesn't run as smoothly as sand, so to speak. So I had to do a whole processing procedure of basically changing the spaghetti failure into some kind of sand or granula to be able to run in an hourglass. But at the end of the day, I really liked the design and I published it, and apparently a lot of other people also liked it. But it turned out that in the design contest, they really wanted models to work directly with the failure bits of the print exactly as they are. So you can see the texture and color and the unique properties of the failed materials of printing, basically. So they said my model is not eligible to be in the contest and they removed it from the contest, which was both very funny but a bit depressive at the same time because I spent like 5 days designing and prototyping and then processing the whole thing. But you know what, it's done and I cannot do anything else about it. The next project I published on makerworld was the project that I was prototyping and I had a lot of spaghetti failure, which are glowing magical mushrooms. This was a really fun project that I started doing while I was experimenting with glow-in-the-dark filaments, and I really wanted to design something that only this filament can bring to life because, yeah, you can print, I don't know, your phone holder with it and it glows in the dark and it's cool, but what if we could make something that only this filament can, I don't know, depict the real inherent characteristics of it? So this was kind of my thought process. And I designed a bunch of tiny little magnetic mushrooms that glow in the dark, and they're multi-parts, so you can just mismatch and choose basically the filaments you want and the colors you want on each part of the mushroom, and then you insert magnets and then you just connect them to wherever you have that is metallic. Okay, maybe not metallic, ferromagnetic, but you get what I mean. At the same time of designing my magical glowing mushrooms, I also searched for illegal sellers on a lot of fast fashion and fast product websites on the internet, including Shein and Temu. And guess what? I exactly found 5 of them, at least, that are out there and selling my designs without my permission. So I filed IP complaint files both on those websites and also through the makerworld legal assistant team, which they brought all of them down, which of course was a win, but I spent at least 2 days of my precious time looking for them and stressing over them, so I exactly don't know how to feel about it. The other thing I did is that I'm recently interested in something called algorithmic design. When it says algorithm, it doesn't mean that it has anything to do with, for example, AI, but this is a type of modeling that you do with mathematical calculations and through something called visual coding. I really enjoyed the result it can make, so I tried to learn more of that, so I designed something for that. To be more precise, I designed a lamp for it, but I didn't publish it on makerworld because it was very far from the design language of the collection I currently have on makerworld, so I didn't really think anyone in my audience would be really interested in it, but let me know, and if you're interested in it, I can publish it for my followers on Ko-Fi. Then I spent my time designing another thing, which is very cool and also funny, and I'm interested to see what you guys think about it, but I'm not gonna spoil it yet because I still haven't published it on makerworld. I think I'm gonna do it either today or tomorrow. So yeah, by the time that this video is out, it could probably be out. So yeah, who knows? Let me know if you watched this video and understood what is it that I'm gonna publish on makerworld later. Also, I don't know what the fuck my neighbors are doing, but they are very good at timing it exactly as I'm recording new videos. So, another very cool thing that happens usually in April, and I also did it this year, was Design Week in Milano, which, if you know, there is a design activity that happens all throughout the city in Milano, I think between 20 and 27th of April. Sometimes dates changes, I'm not very sure about it, but it is an amazing experience. It's not like that there's an exhibition only someplace in the city, but there are design exhibitions all around throughout the city in every neighborhood, and there are a lot. I never have time to visit all of them. Just to give you an example, there is like 325 exhibitions this year only in Brera neighborhood in Milano. So just imagine how many other exhibitions are out there. I was there only for 2 days and I watched maybe 30 or 40 exhibitions, and it was amazing. A lot of projects that are selected and then exhibited in Milano Design Week is not exactly product design. So a lot of them are archi products that are, for example, products that interior designers and architects use to, for example, enhance the visual properties of their projects, either interior or exterior. But I saw also a couple of very cool things, very product related, and to be more specific, 3D printing related, which I think shows the future trends of 3D printing. Because in Design Week, you usually see some projects that are not fully adapted and integrated in the market, but they are like the frontliners or frontiers of what the design could be in the following years. For example, I saw a lot of 3D printed house furniture, which is amazing to see on the market, because these are not printed with normal industrial inside of the house 3D printers. They are usually printed with 5-axis, very big, giant printers who are able to print very big things, for example, tables and chairs and room dividers and stuff like this, which I'm gonna put some picture of them for you probably here. And I also link them in the description of this video if you're interested to see what people are doing in the design industry. In the remaining time, I wrestled with my OCD to decide what I can actually post here on my YouTube channel, because I have this sickness that I need to make everything perfect and it makes my life miserable. But at the end of the day, I'm here and I'm recording this to post on YouTube, so I feel like I'm winning over it. I'm also really considering recording and posting short format videos because I know that it can help me reach out to more people interested in my channel. But honestly, just recording videos and editing them and putting them online is a nightmare for me. I do not really like it. So yeah, what do you think about me posting more videos and maybe short format ones? Let me know. And for the rest of the month, I ideated and designed and sketched a lot of more ideas, which I still hasn't started even modeling them in any software. And yeah, with that being said, that's everything design related that I did in April. If you want to support my design, make sure to check out my models on makerworld and feel free to reach out to me either on Ko-Fi, in my direct messages on makerworld, or in the messages directly under these posts. Happy printing and see you later. Bye bye.